Well, hello again YouTube. I'm back in a spot I've used before. As you can see, I've got some firewood over there which I left last time I was here, and sorry, I'm just going to pause for a minute. Right, try again. Hello YouTube, I'm back in a wild camp spot I've used before, and just kind of arrived and just kind of setting things up. And today I have used the Swedish army pack with the leather straps and the steel frame, and then on top here I have a bivy tent which I'm going to set up today. And once I've got that out, I will show you how it's been made, and then I can also show you the rest of my loadout as I unpack. So basically, if I just step back, I've got a pole there, and then over there is another pole next to Max, the woodsman, the woods dog, and I'm going to put my bivy bag across there, and I'll show you how it goes. I'll just get it out and then I'll explain how I've put it up. So I'll be back in a few minutes YouTube, hang in there. Okay YouTube, I just wanted to show you something here. I've got, it's a canvas, it was originally a bag from a well-known military surplus website, and it was a Swedish bag which they had, and I've tied it here with some leather straps which I've made sort of in the middle, sorry, at either end, and I'm going to open it out now and I'll show you kind of what it looks like. Right YouTube, I hope you can see this. That's the bag there. Sorry, I'll just undo it from the tree here so that I can show you around. Okay YouTube, let's try and explain to you what I've done. So basically I've taken the Swedish army bag, which is like a cassovac bag, and it had a blanket inside which I've removed, so I've just got now the bare canvas, and I've sewn in, I don't know if you can see the stitching, but I've sewn a zip in which goes all the way down to the bottom on both sides and then comes round and halfway down the bag, and then what I've done on the sides is I've stitched in here a place for some poles. I stitched this closed here where it had like another zip, stitched in a pegging point there which I've put an elastic on so it pegs to there. This comes up, clips on top of the pole, and then there's a rope which goes across, which I'll show you in a minute. Let me just show you down this side how the pole comes. So then once again the pole comes down the other side and into another pocket, and then I've got another zip there which opens in the opposite direction, so that you can open the bivy bag from inside. You can have either side open, and then what I've got is I've got a rope that goes from this top pole, which is elasticated there, and it comes all the way down onto some loops there which I've stitched on, to another loop there which I've stitched on, and just go around the tree, and then it comes to the back here where I've split it into two, and one goes to there and this one goes to the other corner, And then I've got it's like a box section at the end, so I've put a pole in at the box so that I can peg it so the box stands up, so that you've not got the discomfort on your feet. And also it gives it a profile, which I've actually left it out in the rain to see what it would do, and actually the water runs off quite nicely. It's got quite a nice pitch when it's closed up, so that works quite well. Now the rope that comes across the top here, this one, it pegs into the top of one of the poles, and then it goes down to a pegging point there, and the same on the other side, and then this pole is held out with a pegging point there. So what you get in effect is a nice taunt tarp, which just sheds rain quite nicely. It gets quite a nice pitch on it when it's all closed up. And as you can see, Max has made himself at home. What I've done differently this time when I've pitched it, the ground here is very uneven, it's full of holes, so trying to put a kip mat down and sleeping on here is incredibly uncomfortable. So this bag, because it's a Cassavac bag, it's got bits stitched in underneath for you to put poles through on both sides, and it goes all the way through to the bottom. So what I've actually done is I've part suspended it off the ground, and then pitched all the guy lines. So what is actual fact in the inside here, you have like a sort of a semi type of hammock effect where you're off the ground. So it'll give you a nice flat type, almost like a hammock inside there to sleep in, and to share with the monster here. And I'm just going to peg that flap out, so that I can get my kit in there for the night, my bed and what have you. And then what I'll do is I'll set up a fire for the night. So I just wanted to see if I can get further enough back to give you a kind of a profile of the bag. And like I say, I've put it up in the garden. I've been in there in the rain and closed it up. Stayed bone dry, no leaks, which I'm pleased about. But I must say I did apply a extra waterproofing after I finished all the stitching, just to make sure it was well sealed. And so what I'm going to do now, that's my low profile for the night. I'm just going to sleep in a bivy tent, and then what I'm going to do is over there I'm going to put up my firebox. Sorry for the shakes, I shake terribly. I'll put my firebox there, get myself a fire, and then what I'm going to do is between this tree here, this is the bag that I had the tent in, and what I've done is like peg poles, those collapsible poles, they've got bags, that's all in here. So everything that I'm unpacking that's got a bag that it's got to go into, just put it all together there, so that it's all there. And then in this bag here I've got water and food for the dog. And so what I'm going to do is on this tree here and across to this tree here, I'm going to hang my string hammock, which I'm going to use as a chair for this evening, so that I've got somewhere to sit by the fire. And then in a bit I'll show you the rest of the kit loadout for today as to what was in the bag. So I'll be back in a bit, YouTube. See you in a bit. Okay, YouTube, I'm just quickly going to show you my loadout for today. Like I say, I used the Swedish Army canvas rucksack, and it's got this, it comes with this leather draw cord which you can tie. I've just put a cable stop, draw cord stop on it, and then also I've stitched on just to give it some extra waterproofness, because the lid's quite small actually, so it doesn't always close over. So what I've actually done is I've stitched in an extra piece of canvas, which I've put a separate draw cord in, which opens out nicely like that, and I've got a bit of a knot in it there. Let's see if I can undo it. That should be alright for now. Okay, and I'll show you what I've got in here. So I've opted for this mat. It's a folding military mat for the night, so I'm going to use this folding military mat. The reason for using this tonight is actually I know that I'm going to be sharing with my delightful companion there. He likes to really cozy up, so what tends to happen is if I'm sleeping just on an inflatable mat, a 3/4 one, like I normally do, he tends to kick me off it during the night, and unbeknown to me I end up getting cold spots. So I've opted for this because it's wider and it's slightly longer than this this bivy bag. So that's what I'm going to use as my ground sheet. This is my wood stove with my coffee pot, which I'll get to a bit later. Clean socks for when I go to bed. Sleeping trousers. Fleece for later. And this is my new food box arrangement in here, and this particular it's actually a nesting pot and pan set from an old Trangier stove, which I never had, but I managed to pick up this pot, which was part of that set, for £1 at a pizza, so that was alright. I made this leather strap to go around it because I keep my food in here, and obviously I want it kept nice and sealed up when not in use. And the lid of this I use as a plate, and the bowl gets used to feed the dog and to give him water. And I also turn it upside down, so the pan's at the bottom, that's on the top, and I use it like that as an oven, which I'll demonstrate for you in a later video. I'll show you some bushcraft baking next time I'm out. Unfortunately today this was a real spur of the moment trip, so just grabbed kit and dashed out while I had the opportunity. So we'll get to this a bit later, along with the stove. And then in here is I'll try and open it for you. It's a bit awkward with one hand, but in here I keep my UCO candle lantern. This one's just the aluminium version, which I tend to use at night. Just provides a nice little bit of light without lighting up the entire woods and scaring everything away. What else have I got in here? I've got my head torch for when I'm cooking, so I can see what I'm doing. I have I like good proper coffee, so this time around I have brought I've made myself a very lightweight coffee grinder there, which I'll demonstrate in another video. I've got my apple juice in the morning while I'm waiting for the kettle to boil for some coffee. Some extra cordage, cup, some meths for a Trangier burner, woolly hat for later. And this is my string hammock, which I'm going to string up and use it as a chair. And then in here I have this is my, which I'm not going to take out now until I'm ready for bed. This is my Softy 9 sleeping bag, and this little one over here is a little Tesco one, but it's actually quite a nice, it's really comfortable to sleep in. So it's a bit of extra warmth should I lose too much space to my cuddle monster. And then also here I've got LED light, which I tell you what was given to me for Christmas, and it's one of the best presents ever. And that's it. There's nothing else in there. On the side I had my folding spade, which I used just to tidy up a bit, and on this side I've got my camera bag. Something I will show you now that I did do to this bag is it's got straps on the bottom for attaching extra kit, but I also made some straps for attaching kit on the top, stitched that on there. It's double stitched through into another piece of leather so it doesn't pull through the canvas, and then the other end of the belt goes through there, which gives you a nice solid tie, and it keeps the weight nicely next to your back. So that's it for now. I'm going to make myself a brew and set up my chair, and I'll get back to you a bit later. Take care. Just want to show you, I've got the coffee pot on the fire there. Just making a nice fresh pot of coffee. I've ground it, and now I'm just letting it come to the boil before I put it one side to let it stand. So I just thought I'd let you see how I've done that, and I'll get back to you in a bit. I'm just sitting by the fire now, just letting it burn down, make some coals, and then I'll put some water on to boil, and just make myself some noodles. So I'm not going to be able to see much more. Tonight, because it's getting a bit dark, it's 20 past 8 now, so it's getting a bit dark to film anything. But I'll see a bit later if I can. I'll probably do some photographs of food cooking and the fire and that sort of thing, so that you can at least see what it was that I did. But right now, just sitting enjoying the fire. There's not really much else going on. We've just had some rooks coming in to roost. Some of the trees I would show you, but it's not going to show up now, it's too dark. But obviously they took a bit of offence at my presence, so I was entertaining for a bit while they were performing. But I don't think I'm going to get much more filming done tonight, but might see later, or else it'll be in the morning once it's light enough to start filming. Yeah, got my coffee here. Don't know if you can see it. Got me coffee. He's drinking coffee. Relaxing. So, see you later. And if I don't see you later, I'll see you in the morning. Ciao. I don't know if you can see much, but I've got the canteen on the fire there. Try and illuminate it and see if that helps a bit. I've got my pasta boiling away there in the Crusader cup, and then next to it there I've just got some water boiling. I'm going to make myself a hot chocolate before I go to bed after I've had my tea, my dinner time, tea time. So morning YouTube. We've cleared up the site. As you can see, that's where the bivy bag was, which is taken down now, and all the kit's loaded up there nicely, and nice LNT, leave no trace. So there you have it, one overnight camp with the dog and a few bits of bushcraft and trying out some new kit. So take care, and we'll see you again in the next video. Bye for now.